Hey friends, and welcome back to the channel. So you know how we all have these big goals for our life, right? Especially at the start of a new year like 2026. You want to move forward, you want to make this the year that everything finally changes. But it feels like something holding you back. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there is this feeling of being stuck, almost like a weight. What if I told you the answer isn't some new productivity hack or a complicated life strategy? What if it's actually hiding in plain sight in your own home? For years, I thought my goals were just about hustling harder and grinding more. But it turned out the clutter in my space was sort of secretly blocking my future and my future success and happiness with that. The piles of paper, the clothes I never wore, the kitchen gadgets I never used. They were more than just stuff. They were basically decisions I was putting off, energy I was wasting, and this constant low-rate hum of stress that kept me from being able to think clearly. So in this video, I want to share what I think is the ultimate 2026 master plan to not just declutter your space, but to completely redesign your life from inside out. This isn't about cleaning, I promise. It's about building a blueprint for a lighter, clearer, and more successful you. So, if you're ready to make 2026 your year, stick around. We are going into the why behind outer order, a set of guiding principles, and also a concrete 8-step plan to take back control. Let's get into it. Let's be honest, we all had that moment. You clean just one small corner of your home, maybe you finally clear off that kitchen table and wipe it down, and for a second, you can just breathe again. Your mind feels a little lighter, a bit more relaxed. That feeling isn't an accident, it's a clue. The clutter in our lives is basically a constant drain on our mental and emotional energy. Every object that doesn't have a home, every pile of mail, every closet stuffed with things we don't use, they're all quietly screaming. Fix me, deal with me, decide on me. And there's actually science to back this up. Studies have shown that a cluttered environment can increase levels of cortisol, which is a stress hormone, making it nearly impossible to properly relax or focus. It creates a subtle, persistent chaos that keeps your brain in a state of overload. But here's where it gets even deeper, and this connects to a framework I talk a lot about. If we agree that our decisions lead to our actions, and our actions lead to our results in life, then we have to look at what clutter really is. The clutter isn't just distracting you, it's anchoring you to the past. It's a physical manifestation of indecision. That business book you were supposed to read 3 years ago makes you feel guilty. The expensive dress you never wore reminds you of how much you wasted money. These objects are postponed decisions, and they keep you tethered to old versions of yourself, and they block you mentally and emotionally and the space you need for new ideas, new opportunities, and for you to grow. And I understand, letting go of this stuff can feel a bit scary, I get it. But it's one of the most liberating things you can do, actually. When you declutter your physical space, you interrupt old patterns. You start to question other things in your life that are also no longer serving you. You might even suddenly get the clarity to leave a dead-end job or a draining friendship, or finally start that creative project you've been dreaming of doing for years. It's like what the author and happiness expert Gretchen Rubin says: outer order contributes to inner calm. She even shared a story about a friend who told her, "I finally cleaned out my fridge and now I know I can switch my job." And that, my friend, that's the power we're talking about. Clearing a shelf isn't just clearing a shelf. It's proving to yourself that you are in control. It builds a sense of accomplishment and self-command. And that then ripples out into every other area in your life. Okay, so before we jump into the action plan, we need to shift our mindset a little bit. And this isn't about rigid or punishing rules or maybe even chasing some impossible standard of perfection. It's about adopting a philosophy, a new way of relating to your space and your stuff. Think of these 7 principles that I'm going to tell you now, not as chores, but as your new mental models for 2026. The first one is less is more. In a world that constantly screams for more, we're going to find power in less. Now, this isn't about having stark, empty rooms like a hardcore minimalist. It's just about being intentional. When you have fewer things, you can actually use and enjoy what you own. You travel lighter through life, and also both literally and figuratively, which lets you focus on what truly values for you. Number 2 is live sustainably. True organization, I think, is about mindful consumption. It's about asking, do I really need this? And you ask this every single time before you buy it. This saves you money, it saves resources, it reduces waste. It's about creating an order in your home that also is really kind to the planet. Number 3, pursue beauty and clarity. Your home should be a reflection of your soul. And as you declutter, you'll start to question what you truly need and want. This process reveals so much about who you are now and also where you want to go. The goal is to surround yourself only with things that are either useful or genuinely beautiful to you. Number 4 is about creating air and lightness. Old, broken, and unused items carry stagnant energy. If you imagine the feeling of opening a window in a really stuffy room, that's what letting go of clutter does for your life and your soul. You release the old, and at the same time you make space for new moments, new energy, and new opportunities to flow into your life. Number 5, cultivate time and stillness. A common complaint I hear and also I feel is, I don't have time. But how much time do we waste looking for lost keys or sorting through piles of clothes or just feeling mentally bogged down by our mess? Organization gives you back the gift of time. And with a bit of patience and consistency, you'll find you have more time and mental space for family, for creativities, for hobbies, and also for just being in stillness. Number 6, guidelines, not rules. This is your life and your home. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. Whether you are a minimalist or a maximalist, the goal is to tailor these ideas for your own freedom and well-being. Don't get trapped by someone else's rigid system, also not mine. The right way is whatever brings you peace. And then I have a final last one, maybe a number 7 or a rule that kind of rolls over all of them. Let your home reflect your self-worth. Okay, this is a big one. Stop saving the good dishes for a special occasion. Use the beautiful mug, light the expensive candle, wear the nice sweater. How you treat your belonging is often a mirror for how you treat yourself. By using and enjoying the beautiful things you own, you send a powerful message to the universe and to yourself. You are worthy of beauty and care right now, today. I promise you, if you practice these principles, it's like a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger your ability to let go becomes, and the more your external aura will begin to sort out your internal world and bring you this profound sense of balance and also of liberation. Okay, now for the how. This is the 8-step action plan that will take you from overwhelmed to organized. The reason so many people fail at organizing is that they try to do it all at once. This plan is different. It's designed to break the process down into small, manageable micro-tasks. And that builds momentum, and basically it guarantees your success. Step 1 is identifying your clutter type. Before you start, just take a moment to understand why you have clutter. Are you maybe a sentimental hoarder? Are you afraid to let go of memories? Or are you more, I might need it someday person, and you're driven by a feeling of scarcity? Are you a bargain hunter who can't resist a sale? Understanding your personal clutter style is the key to unlocking what's been blocking you. If you want to find out what your personality is, I made a whole video about that. You find it on my channel and also obviously put it in the show notes. And there's a video about a matrix I created, how you can find out your own personality. And also I have an app created with it, where with some simple questions you can find out what personality you are, and it gives you a guidance on what type you are, what your main guild is, and also what your next action steps are. So if you're curious about that, look at the video or do the app and find out what personality you are and help you decluttering. Step number 2 is take a complete inventory. Grab a notebook and walk through your entire home. This is not the time to clean. It's a time to just observe. Make a list of every single area you want to declutter. from the junk drawer in the kitchen to the box in the attic. And also, I want you to be specific. Don't just write closet. Write closet floor, hanging clothes, top shelf, this specific box. Okay? Be specific. And then step number 3 is break it all down. Now, look at that inventory list and break each item down into even smaller micro tasks. So, for example, if pantry is on your list, you could break it down into spice, canned goods, grains and pasta, baking supplies. Each of these micro tasks should take you like 15 to 30 minutes max. This is a secret to avoiding burnout. Then, in the next step number 4, you estimate your time. Next to each micro task, write down a realistic estimate of how long you think it will take. Sort socks might be 15 minutes. Clear and wipe down the main kitchen counter might be 20 minutes. This step is crucial because it makes the entire project feel less like a mountain and more like a series of small climbable hills. It makes it more manageable. And when you broke it down into minutes, in the next step number 5, you can schedule it. And this is where it becomes real. You have to treat these tasks like any other important appointment. Pull out your calendar and schedule them in. Put thought through medicine cabinet on your calendar for Tuesday at 7 p.m. Or schedule declutter your car glove box for Saturday morning. When you give these tasks a specific time and date, they become real commitments. And then step number 6, set a realistic time goal. Look at your calendar and set a larger but still realistic deadline. Maybe your goal is to have the entire kitchen done in 1 month. Or maybe you want to have the whole house decluttered by the middle of 2026. Having a finish line in sight will keep you motivated. Step number 7 is research your away plan. Before you even start purging and figure out where your discard items will go, research local donation centers, secondhand shops, and also recycling facilities. Having a plan in advance for where things will go makes the process of letting go so much smoother and easier. And then step number 8, get your supplies and execute. Gather your decluttering toolkit, trash bags, donation box, cleaning supplies. And now all that's left is to follow your plan. When your calendar says it's time to tackle the task, you just do it. No more thinking, no more procrastinating. You've done all the planning. Now you just execute. One small win at a time. So if now you're feeling motivated and ready to take on this plan, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. This is just the first video in our transformative 2026 series. We'll be doing deep dives into the psychology of letting go, specific room-by-room guides, and also a bunch of other stuff. And let me know in the comments below, what is the very first micro task you are going to schedule? Let's hold each other accountable. Alright, so once you've decluttered, the key is to make sure it actually stays that way. This requires one final crucial step, giving everything you own a permanent home. Here are 5 quick tips to make this feel automatic. So first of all, the golden rule. Everything has a home and it always returns home. This is the number 1 habit for staying organized. Your keys don't just get dropped on the counter, they go on the key hook or in that specific bowl for the key. The remote doesn't live in the sofa cushion, it lives in the basket on the coffee table. Second tip is keep path short. Store items where you use them. It sounds really obvious, but so many of us don't do it. Ask yourself. Keep pans in the desk drawer where you work, not in the kitchen. Keep your most used cooking utensils in a jar right by the stove. The easier it is to put something away, the more likely you are to do it actually. Tip number 3, make access easy. For items you use very often, make their homes incredibly easy to access. You should be able to grab them and return them in one smooth motion. Think open basket for kids' toys, a clear tray for your daily makeup, or hooks for your everyday jackets. Tip number 4 is create a logical hierarchy. Store items you rarely use in the less accessible places. That fondue set you use once a year, it can go on the highest shelf in the pantry. Your seasonal decorations, they can live in the attic. The prime real estate in your home should be reserved for items you use daily or weekly. And then tip number 5 is get your team on board. If you live with other people, have a calm, collaborative conversation about the new system. Agree on where things live. Habits are built through gentle reminders and consistency. not through frustration or nagging. When everyone knows the plan, maintaining order becomes more fun and When everyone knows the plan, maintaining order becomes actually a team effort. So, now you have the philosophy, you have the plan, and the habits to completely transform your space in your life in 2026. This framework is your roadmap to reclaiming your energy, your focus, and your peace of mind. But what if you start this process and you still feel completely stuck? If the emotional weight of your clutter feels too heavy to lift on your own? Let me tell you, it's okay to ask for help. You could consider hiring a professional decluttering coach, a professional organizer. They provide you non-judgmental support and they get you through the toughest block. There's absolutely no shame in getting expert help. There's only power in taking action. This is your year. The journey from chaos to calm starts with a single step. Start with one drawer, one shelf, one micro task. You have the framework to start your 2026 revolution today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, this is just the beginning. In our next videos, we'll dive into the psychology of letting go, how to bust through your decluttering excuses, and do full deep dives in the kitchen, in the office, the kids' room, your purse, all hidden rooms. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.